The last thing that I'ma do is call Dmitry Bivol a duck. I'm not gonna say he's scared to fight Davis and Benavidez, but by the looks of things, he might just be scared to fight Davis and Benavidez. It's either that, or he got a little culture vulture in his ear, telling him not to work with the WBC. Boxing is a small world. If somebody wanna find out what you made in your last fight, they can easily find out how much money you made in your last fight. Mauricio Suleiman, president of the WBC, did an interview with ESPN Knockout. He said Dmitry Bivol rejected $8 million. But in his rematch with Arthur Beterbiev, the man was paid $2.7 million. Now, why would Dmitry Bivol just turn down $5 million? Why would Dmitry Bivol throw away $5 million? Let me tell you why. Because of this dude right here. Turki Alashiki is the reason this fight is not happening. Let's not play dumb here. I told y'all it was just a matter of time before Turki Alashiki starts to show his true colors in the sport of boxing. Shakur Stevenson brought up yesterday that Turki Alashiki promised the man a certain amount of money. Now the man is going back on the money that he promised him. Y'all should have saw this from a mile away. As soon as Turki Alashiki told Canelo, do not bring that WBC belt on stage. When have you ever seen a promoter tell a fighter not to hold the belt that he won on that stage? When have you seen a promoter in the sport of boxing do this? You ain't never seen one single promoter in the history of the sport of boxing tell a fighter, do not hold up a belt that you literally won. So David Benavidez has nobody to blame but Turki Alashiki. Low-key, I think that David Benavidez would have dog-walked Dmitry Bivol.
This one nigga named Southpaw TV.
And while Gervonta Tank Davis is getting ready for that rematch with Lamont Roach, Lamont Roach is going around doing interviews like he's some type of celebrity. Lamont Roach did an interview with Andre Ward. Lamont Roach basically admitted everything I assumed about the man. I told y'all, boxers ain't gangsters and gangsters don't box. Lamont Roach is soft as hell. You would think he's from Philly.
Was you a street cat?
Not really. I probably got in a few fights after boxing, but that was about it.
It wasn't like crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. I wasn't too, you know what I'm saying, into that.
We know you was never in the streets, Lamont Roach. We know you not about that action. We know you was never cut like that. This is not news here.
This one nigga named Southpaw TV.
Then Mr. Lamont Roach basically admitted what I already knew about the man, what everybody assumed about the man. When Gervonta Davis said he is not from the trenches, Lamont Roach basically admitted that he is not from the trenches.
I grew up not wanting for nothing. I grew up, my parents did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Of course you had a great life, Mr. Lamont Roach. Of course both your parents raised you not wanting for anything. Typical spoiled rich kid acting like he's some type of gangster.
I'ma really violate y'all niggas right now.
But then again, this is no surprise. Lamont Roach reminds me of them dudes out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Everybody, and I do mean every single individual in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, soft as hell, and they don't even realize it.
Sunday it is!
Lamont Roach went on to say that Gervonta Davis changed his number so he wouldn't have to pay the man. Do y'all remember that handshake at the weigh-in? Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach were shaking hands because they placed a bet on the fight. Tank Davis changed his number. Lamont Roach ain't gonna get that money.
Fuck up, bitch.
I think Tank Davis did the right thing. He basically telling Lamont Roach, if you want your money, come get it back like Tyson. I'm not gonna pay you. What you gonna do about it? Not a damn thing. I think this builds up some extra hype for the rematch. I think this what Gervonta Davis needed. Never go into a fight assuming somebody is your friend.
Just a pussy.
As the old saying goes, there are no friends in the sport of boxing. Hopefully in the rematch, Gervonta Davis pushed dude off stage like he did Rolly Romero. Hopefully in that rematch, Lamont Roach goes to sleep early.
Yes, Devin Haney is soft.
And the man who never owned a face towel a day in his life, I'm talking about Keyshawn Davis. Do y'all remember this picture right here? Where Keyshawn Davis was on FaceTime with Edwin De Los Santos. You could tell how scared the man is. You can tell that when Keyshawn Davis is looking at Edwin De Los Santos, he is remembering every single thing Shakur Stevenson said about the man. Well, it looks like Keyshawn Davis is gonna duck Edwin De Los Santos did, just like Shakur Stevenson did for a rematch. Chava from ESPN said that Top Rank is now looking for a new rival for Keyshawn Davis on June 7th in Norfolk, Virginia. Edwin De Los Santos, with whom they already had a verbal agreement, will decline the latest offer.
I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro.
It turns out that Keyshawn Davis tried to price Edwin De Los Santos out the fight. Not in a good way, Well, rumor is that he offered Edwin De Los Santos $200,000. Somebody on Twitter asked Edwin De Los Santos, did they offer you $200,000? Looks like it's true. Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis should know all about this. Do y'all remember when Devin Haney said that he offered Shakur Stevenson 25% and Shakur Stevenson turned down the fight? It's the oldest trick in the book. When you want to duck somebody, offer them $50 because you know they're going to turn down the fight. Keyshawn Davis is scary as hell, just like Shakur Stevenson. These two dudes might as well be from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the softest city to ever exist.
Sunday.
Come on, Naj.
Sunday.
Come on, Naj.
Hey, give me a thumbs up. Sunday.
Naj. Come on, Naj.
Sunday.
Speaking of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the softest city on the face of the earth, I see y'all in my last video. Mad as hell because of the title of the video. Those y'all in Philly. If I never been to Philly, I wouldn't talk about Philly, now would I? I've been to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is the softest city, safest city that I ever been to. Y'all is not cut like that. Y'all think y'all is, and that's what's sad.
Sunday it is. Sunday it is. Sunday it is.
There ain't nothing gangster, there ain't nothing hood, there ain't nothing street about Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I already proved that. Every single one of y'all in Philly, scary as hell.
Naj. Come on, Naj.
Sunday.
Speaking of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Matchroom Boxing post up on Twitter. The community visits continue for Jaron ENNIS tonight at the Boys and Girls Club of Atlantic City to inspire the next generation and come answer some questions for the kids.
Boots is overrated.
As y'all can see, it is Jaron ENNIS hanging out with the kids. I got no issue with that. One thing I do see is how weight drained Jaron ENNIS looks because the man is scared to go to 154. I got a question for every single one of y'all. Type it up in the comment section. How come when every single boxer in the game contradicts themselves, y'all are quick to call it out? Except for Jaron ENNIS. Notice how y'all will call out every single fighter. But when it comes to ENNIS, y'all stay very silent. Hey, yo, Southpaw TV, what is you talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this right here.
Anybody at 154, anybody with a name. You know, like I said, I want to fight the top guys, the best guys.
All the top guys at 154. Then the man goes and ducks Virgil Ortiz, a fighter who fights at 154. Then just yesterday, the man said he want to go undisputed at 147. What happened to ENNIS fighting at 154 like he said he was? Oh, my bad. The man is from Philly. You cannot believe anything anybody from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania say. Hopefully come Saturday, Emiliano Stanionis puts ENNIS to sleep.
Boots is overrated. Boots is overrated. Boots is overrated.